And this is Professor Ephraim Eliav from Tel Aviv University in Israel. He is also the IWRI president, and he will also begin with a welcoming statement. Thank you so much, Professor.
Thank you very much, Elena. I will just share this screen in order to show my presentation. I have prepared a small presentation. So here we are. So I also would like to welcome all our guests and the fellows of our institute. Thank you for joining us. This is really very important first International IWRI Electronical Conference, and we are hoping that we will continue to do this conference maybe even every month. Okay, so I'll give you some very brief description who we are and what our goals and our mission. And I will also like to present very briefly scientific and educational ideas and our motivation. So the goals of this conference are the following. The main goal of the conference is to consolidate the efforts of scholars, educators, and specialists in scientific integral methodology, which allows revealing unity of the laws of nature, society, and human development. Another important goal is to ensure on this basis that proper choice of the ways of strategic development of society, as well as that harmonization of social ties and relationship, development of the integral methodology and approaches for education in particular in our time, where we have global crisis caused by pandemic coronavirus disease. So this is the goals of our conference. And what is the mission of IWRI? IWRI is a non-profit international scientific and educational organization that has undertaken the task of the scientific description of the integral worldview based on the most fundamental and global laws and processes of reality, aiming the harmonization of nature and man, as well as promotion the integral education of mankind as the universal mean to solve the existential crisis problems of modern, globally interconnected and independent world. So that was the mission of our institute. Very brief history. Our institute has started a couple of years ago in 2018, when about 50 scholars, professors, teachers, scientists from many different countries gathered together. You see some pictures from these gathering meetings, and decided to just develop a scientifically based, universally accepted approach of integral research and education implementation of this research. And we believe that it is the necessary step if you would like to be the hope for future generation. Okay, so what are the initial IWRI activities? First of all, we have developed a business plan including structural, personal, legal, financial activities. And we would like to make our institute to be a full-scale research institute for the some kind of intermediate term, but later we are planning to transform it to full-scale university. For the time being, we have got a certificate from the Czech Republic, and our vice director, Dr. Kelechi Hanono, he is actually the head of IWRI European branch. But later, we would like to make the registration in the United States, in some other countries, and also in Israel. Here are the first scientific and pedagogical departments of our institute. We have the Natural Science Department, which is headed by Dr. Alexander Aderbach from Israel. We have Humanities Department, which is headed by Professor Valentina Ilganaeva from Ukraine. And we have Integral Nomology Department, which is headed by Dr. Sergei Belitsky from Israel. Our Integral Educational Department, which is rather large, is headed by Professor Vladimir Krasnov from Ukraine. And we have three cathedrals in this Integral Educational Department. The first is connected with adult education, and the head of this cathedra is Mrs. Irina Rudny from United States. The second is the cathedra of child education, and the head of the cathedra is Mrs. Karen Levine from United States. The last cathedra, but not the least, is Cathedra of Integral Arts and Culture, and the head of the cathedra is Mrs. Inger Levitis from the Netherlands. We have also administrative department, and here we have two heads, Mrs. Gada Abdo from United States, and Mrs. Victoria Lee from Russia. We have the grant departments as well, and the head of this department is our moderator, Mrs. Alina Gonzalez from United States. The 22nd Century Club, which is just a special organization, which is specially organized for dissemination in the form of popular science of the ideas that we are developing. And the head of this department is Mr. Chaim Delavi from Israel. What we are doing now, what are our activities? We have a weekly scientific workshop, scientific seminars, and special training already organized. And we are releasing our scientific product in the form of papers, books, courses, etc. Then our plan is global implementation of the integral education approach. And our integral education department is really working very hard to make it, to just introduce it in reality as soon as possible. Then we already almost finished development of a high quality website of our institute, and we are starting to do the scientific database. So this all what we have done for the time being, and what is the IWRI scientific roadmap. Okay, so what we intending to do, we would like to make a scientific reinterpretation and the rationalization on the base of collectiveness, integrality, synergy, complexity, similarity, and emergency of the most complex phenomena of our reality, like the global evolution, life, consciousness, human being, and civilization. So there are three major points in this realization. First of all, our exact science department and also humanity department, they should show that our reality is integral. What doesn't mean integral for us, it is that our reality is interconnected, interdependent, casual, purposeful, and synergetic. The next point is that only appropriate integral and collective perception of reality and the corresponding regularization of our civilization's functionality will lead to harmonious and peaceful life of all the humanity as a single united super organism. And we would like our integral nomology department just show using different kind of scientific approaches that our humanity can really be the single united super organism if the connections between people will be synergetic and harmonious. Then, in order to get the integral perception and the harmonious energetic connection between all the people, we are coming to our next point. We need to come to the new level of humanity life. If you would like to come to this new level as a super organism, then we need to develop appropriate integral forms of education and social management. And that what our integral nomology department is planning to do together with our integral educational department. So this is our vision and what we are planning to do and what kind of science we are planning to develop. So here I would like just to say that IWRI is sharing ideas and know-how, and we are welcome all possible collaboration with all people and all organizations too who would like to share our world vision and our goals. So if you are interested in participating in our international scientific team and the educational projects, please contact us. And you can see here on my slide our Gmail address, and I am welcoming again all of you. That's actually all that I wanted to say. If you have some questions or comments, you are very welcome, please.
Would anybody like to ask a question of Professor Ephraim? Please put it in the chat or let us know.
Okay, if this is not the case, then please, Alina, we can go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Professor Ephraim.